Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Just sort out. Let's see. That's better. Bit of a shadow from behind me. I think it's because it's the main light that's on doing that. But there we go. There's as much light as I can put on the subject. I'm just going to find me on Facebook. There we are. Hello, Sally. Hello, Adele. Good evening. How are you doing? Isn't it horrible out? My goodness. I've got a bit of a flooded kitchen. Would you believe it? The gutters come down right outside the back door. Hi, Trudy. So I've come up here to get out the way of mopping up. Oh, like they say, it never rains, it pours. Hi, Deb. How are you doing? Oh, honestly, life, it's a mess sometimes. But there you go. Can you believe it? Another flood. Yeah, it's coming out of the guttering, running down the wall and then being sucked in through the not the brickwork, but above the plastic door. Oh, it's nothing. My nephew's coming to see me Sunday to sort it out. It's nothing to be alarmed about. I've had worse, she says, optimistically hoping that it don't get any worse. Lovely. So I'm just setting up, getting all my bits and bobs together. I've got loads of things in my pot for this make. Yeah, I got soap too. Absolutely. Went over to feed Meg. Got soap letting her out. Bless her heart. Hi, Gloria. Hey, don't worry about it. Worse things have happened. Worse things happen at sea, as they say. Wake up in the morning, there'll be an ark. Yeah, there will be, I tell you. I swear the spiders were queuing up 2x2. Oh, you gotta laugh. Right, I'm just sorting me inkies out. Yeah, the gutterings, it's dropped. I can see where it's not straight. It's not running away. So it's pulled and then it's falling over the top. So it's dropped just a little bit. Just blooming typical, isn't it? Blooming typical. This is what we're making tonight. So hopefully you can see that sparkling shine. So this one's called Take Flight. Not that you're going to want to do that today. Oh, poor Steve. It's his birthday today and he was hoping to go flying. That was never going to happen today, was it? So, bless him. Okay, we'd best get started. Hi, Rose. It's a little more informal. Hi, Tom. You're right, lovely. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Yvonne. Diane, hi. It's horrible, isn't it? Hi, Marie. Oh. Enough of that. I've had a cup of tea. I took the opportunity whilst I was coming up here to make myself a cup of tea. So, yes, I was just showing you this, wasn't I? The lovely Tracy Evans stamps. Absolutely gorgeous, yeah. And stencils, for that matter. Talking of which, we're going to start with that, I think. Well, I'm certainly going to get it out because we're going to use it early doors. First off, voice is gone. Right, I've got an array of distress. So let me sort them into some sort of order. Shaded lilac. So we've got dark, dark. Let's call that one the dark. There you go. So we've got pale shades and then darker shades. I'm going to use these darker ones to start off with. So there's going to be a couple of backgrounds here. Hello, Theo. Welcome, my lovely. Hi, Jan. Thank you. Hi, Susan. So I'm going to start with Dusty Concord straight onto my mat. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot. Salty Ocean. I love this colour. And then we've got a little bit of Ground Espresso. Actually, you know, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to save that for edging. I'm going to go in with the brush corduroy. I just have that feeling, you know, as you do. So we'll start there and we'll spritz that with plenty of water so as the background's not too dark. I've got Pink Frog watercolour card, and this was an offcut, but I thought, you know, I could use this. I've got a roll here that does both. So this is 8 centimetres by 13 centimetres. So that's the bit we're going to start out with. And I'm going to smoosh that, as you do, straight in there. Love this colour combination. Look at those blues. Gorgeous. Dry that off. Could do with some kitchen paper over here. I have to add some more purple to this because that just disappeared. That's not a problem. Just dry that off. Hi Denise, welcome. Right, I'm going to get some tissue before I go too much further. Just so I don't want that muddy bit just there. I'm going to add a bit more Dusty Concord. Some more water, but just a spot this time. Try and keep that colour. That's better. Oh yeah, look at that. That's more like it. Hi. Oh no, they're still going on. Just different days. Wednesday I'm over on YouTube. I do the occasional Friday on here, just to keep you on your toes. Hey Lean, hello. How are you, my sweetheart? That was a surprise. Good morning, Susan. Nice and early there in Australia. Goodness. So dry that off, and I am going to mop this up. I haven't got any spare card over here today, but that's not a problem. There you go. Dry this off. Lovely. Sewing lovely hats. Wow. There. How lovely is that? Loads of lush colours. I can't believe my ace is here. Hello, Aileen. Love you to bits, mate. And I'm going to add a bit more of that lovely brushed corduroy. Just to fill the spaces. That's strange. I was thinking about Claire today. I come across one of her makes on my memories. How good's that? Wow. Spot of water. We'll have a clean up. There. So that's number one. You lost your mojo. I saw one you did the other day and it would look lovely. Yesterday, was it? Was it this morning? Can't remember. Right, second bit of paper. This is 9.5 centimetres by 21. This is super smooth. It's not watercolour card, it's leftover bits. And here's Tracy's gorgeous, let me put the paper back under, gorgeous stencil. So this is SS31, Sierra 31. And this time we're going to get the paler shades out. So we've got Broken China, Shaded Lilac, Brushed Corduroy. So I'm going to start with the Shaded Lilac, I think. Just take that initial hit off. I have to go sideways. And I'm just sort of going to brush in one direction. I'll leave the lid off that. That's Broken China. Ah, first clear. It's lovely. Lovely tone. Beautiful to see. I don't blame you sticking to your sewing machine. Actually, we'll add a little bit of that brown as well. Just here and there. Quite random. There you go. How lovely is that background? We're going to do it again. Line those points up. Same thing. I'm going to start with the, oh, that's the purple. I've just put the blue brush in the purple ink. That's typical. Don't matter. It'd be fine. Hi, Sue. Bring that over. Oh, I've done it again. That's better. Getting carried away. It's the excitement having Aileen with me. Oh. There. One more. I think we can just fill these in down here. Start with that one, being as I've got the brush in my hand. There. There's one background. How lush is that? I love this colour combination. So I'll put the lids on them. Get them out of the way. A quick wipe down of the stencil. Where's my old towel? There we go. That's better. So back to the first background and the stencil. Make sure that's dry. Just rubbing it between my hands just to make sure. And then I've got a little bit of my magic eraser. I think you can get these sponges all over the place. So I'm just wetting it. Thanks, Sue. Right, so that's damp now, but not too wet. So now I'm going to go in and lift that ink. Move it down and do the same again. Lift some of that off, dry this off. So we're not looking for a perfect pattern, but we are looking for this rather beautiful watermark that happens. So now we need to make sure this is really dry. There. Hi Sarah. Welcome. Right, that should be ready now for us to stamp onto. Pop them away. And I'm actually going to stamp up using permanent VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Put me stencil away. Love that stencil. And find all my stamps. So I'm going to start with the absolute gorgeous TE9. One of my all-time favourite stamps. Love it. I love the detail on it. I love using it. I love using it in the background. I like making a big feature of it. So let's try and get that square. There. Is that called a what, sorry? Reverse stenciling. It's called fake bleaching. I suppose you could call it reverse stenciling. You're stenciling either way. So we'll ink that up. And we're going to stamp that into the middle as best I can see. Hold it on there and let it absorb that ink. Giving it a good squish down. That'll do nicely. Now I have some spare cards someplace. Some plain card. Here it is, hiding. If I can pick it up. So on this one, I'm going to stamp just a couple of these. This is super smooth card. So there's one. Lovely. There's the other. So I'm just after those wings. We can pop that one in there. Thanks, Lainey. How are you doing? You okay? There. Can clean that off. Just a squirt of water and a rub of the cloth. Sorts it out. Pop that away for now. So that was TE9. Then I'm going to use TE50. I'm after this butterfly. So we're going to create a double winged butterfly. We're going to use the dragonfly wings because we can, and the butterfly wings. Hi Jenny. So I'll pop that just there. And then we can stamp one direct onto this topper. Good. I am pleased. And I'm going to pop that just, I think I'm going to take it. Oh, I don't know. I've moved my design. I'm going to pop it straight. Right on the top there. That'll do. Again, another quick clean. Pop that back. Now I'm going to take that take flight words out of the T9 set. Get the water off. Whilst we've got our spare piece of card going. Take flight and pop that about there. Marvellous. There. One final little stamp. Absolutely adore this set. There's all sorts of useful bits and bobs. TE44. I'm after that bird. Tell this is a new set. We don't like peeling off. So I'm going to pop him. How cool is he? I'm going to pop him just here. On the other one, he was sat on my key, but the butterfly's sitting up there. Cherry bee! Wow! I haven't heard of one of them for a long time. Oh, how delightful. Cherry brandy. Like anything cherry flavoured. That's them all back. So that's the stamping pretty much done. So now we can have a play. I think we need to start with that take flight. Or do we? We've got to fit another button. Oh no, we could put that on the bass, right? That's all right, I know what I'm doing now. I designed this yesterday. You'd think I'd remember, wouldn't you? Obviously not. Take flight. I've got a gold pen, Posca pen. Yeah, that's working. And I'm just going to edge it. All the way around. We can pop that to one side. We'll do this one while I've got the gold pen in hand. Takes you back. It just takes me back too. How nice. My mum used to make a cherry wine, a Kirschberry wine. Oh, it was delicious. Absolutely gorgeous. to sit in the demijohn for what felt like weeks. And then she'd decant it into lots of little bottles and take it work and feed all her friends. And we used to go nuts like, that's ours. It was lush. There. So that's got a gold edge on it. That's got a gold edge. We won't gold edge the big one just yet because that will probably need cutting down. Colouring time. So we're going to use the oxides we've already got out. And I'm going to use my block as a palette. That's Dusty Concord. This is Salty Ocean. I was looking at that when I picked the other one up. Brushed Corduroy. That needs re-inking. I do them periodically. And I've got a small watercolour brush. This is a size 0. This is where your magic sponge comes in useful as well. You don't get things too wet. So I'm going to start with this lovely brown at the top of his wings. And we'll make these colours work for us. There, don't forget to breathe. Then we get other pictures and we'll do the same with this one. It doesn't matter if you go over the edge for these because we're going to cut them out. Bit fussy cutting. Theo, your favourite. There. Next colour. We'll go for the blue. Look at that lovely, lovely blue. Just going to add a little and then pull it out with water. Gosh, that wind's got up. It's not a bad thing. Maybe it'll dry the kitchen out. Can't believe that. Maybe I should just live on a boat. At least you expect to get wet then. Yeah, I like Tea Dye and Vintage Photo. Beautiful colours, lovely shades. Same again. When you start painting these in, what happened to the kitchen? Some guttering has gone above the back door and it's been pouring down the wall And then of course you get capillary action. It's been sucking it through where it should be missing. It's where it's coming through. So luckily enough, my nephew Christopher is coming to see me soon to put it all right. It's mainly because the guttering's dropped, it seems. These things sent to try you. I exactly think that. I love colours, as you will all know, and I love colour combinations. I tend not to stick to the norm because to me there's not a norm. As far as I'm concerned, all colours go together. And that's just my belief in colours. No, it went the floor again. Although it is coming onto the floor, but nothing a few old towels isn't sorting out. I had to move Poppy's food bowl. She didn't want to go paddling to get her dinner, apparently. Cats are so fickle. Always something that needs, especially in this is a Victorian cottage. And it's a bit of a handful sometimes. But there you go. We're just caretakers for these beautiful old buildings. I'm glad they had the roof changed though. That was a big job. Actually, she's okay. She's eating her dinner on the dining room table, so she's very happy. That's why she thinks she ought to be eating, because that's where Mummy eats. Spoiled cat. Yeah, she doesn't seem to have a problem with that, Teresa. So I'm just blending that out with water. So there's our, but oh, I missed the butterfly belly. It's better. Sorted. There's that bit. Back to this one. Yeah, that my Bezzy, her cat used to drink out of a glass. It had its own pint glass. Because he wouldn't drink out of a cat bowl. Strange, isn't it? Ooh, I can hear it coming down again. Nice. Must remember to take some more towels down with me. The body of that too. And we can add I just want that blue a little brighter on this butterfly. Really would like them to stand out. There, that's better. Such a lovely blue. Don't be afraid to try different colours. Yeah, cats are funny with water, aren't they? They do like rainwater best. Or pond water. Poppy loves. I've got a little tiny pond at the top of the garden. I normally see her drinking in there. Till a frog jumps out at her. That doesn't impress her in the slightest. It's a magic sponge. They're called magic sponges. Talk of the devil. What's the matter, Pop? Shouting at me. That's the main colour done. Now we need to add a bit more sparkle. So I've got the Gansey Tambi gem colours. This is an old set, look at that. And I need a drop of water just to squirt and ignite them. So you can see we've got a similar palette here that we can use. So the gem blue, gem violet and the yellow gold will be ideal for this. Start with the violet. Nice and sparkly. Make sure we've got plenty of that colour. Beautiful. I'm not going to do all of it. I'm just going to touch. Just occasional little bits. I didn't colour the bottom end of the wing. Never mind. I can catch it with this. That's better. So while we've got the purple on our brush, where can you purchase magic sponges? I'll find a link for you. I'm sure Amazon do it. Some good household places have them. I think they're called erasers, magic erasers. Same thing. Might be cheaper actually that way. And a little bit, no, we did paint this bit. That's good. Amazon sells them. There you go. Thanks, Sally. So I'm hoping you can see that sparkle just on that purple. Yeah, there you go. So now we're going to do the same with the blue. Hi, Jules. Yeah, I cut that one up. You can see what, look at that. That's been hacked to death. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that. They're great. They're great for this. They're great for getting excess fluid off your brush too. These do finish these wings off. A real nice sparkle to that. Same again. The blue this time. Hi Tracy, how are you? You've been busy? I bet you have. They are lovely colours, aren't they? I'm going to add a little more of this brushed corduroy into this clock face, just to help balance the colours out a little. And blend that through. No, I haven't. I thought you'd been busy. I'm not surprised. Right, now we're going on to the gold. Look at that. It really is lush. So this we're just going to add a little to that edge. But I'm going to blend this in more. So it's not too harsh. I don't want just a gold lump. That's better. I'm just enjoying your stamps, Tracy. I love this TE9. When you start painting it, you start seeing all the detail. It's amazing. There, so there's no harsh lines with that gold. Same again. Extra wings. Blend that out. Well, twinkling H2O, I should have thought so. Any sparkly paint. I just particularly like these. And then finally, this butterfly. I love Gansey Tambi, Sally. Definitely. They are quality paints. They really are pretty. So hopefully you can see that sparkle. Ooh, focus. There. So we've got our butterfly and topper there. I'm actually going to stick this on. There's my glue. Before we go any further. Oh no, my glue's leaking. Never mind, it's not on its own. Seems like everything's leaking around here at the minute. That'll do. And then we can pop that on there. leave a little space for our butterfly, but we are going to trim that off. I've got our take flight that we're going to put that side, the other side of our bird. And somewhere I have some pin flare glue, some 3D glue, and a pokey tool. Where's my pokey tool gone? Aha, here it is. One bit. There you go, we don't need a lot of that. It goes a long way. It'll just give it a little bit of height. I'm going to pop that. Ooh, there you go, it's going there. Whether we want it to or not, that's where it's going. There, perfect. That'll do nicely. So, fussy cut time. Theo's favourite bit. Let me put my lid on my glue before I go any further with that. That's it. Lid's on. Put away. Oops, sorry. Knock you about a bit. Put you back. Sorry. Getting carried away. Goodness. There. Let's get the light on the subject. Pair of scissors. What we want next. I don't know what's happened to the lighting. That's better. So just rough cut first. Thank you, Jules. And then we can start cutting these out. I've got a feeling I've done one butterfly too short. I have. I'm missing a butterfly. After all that. Never mind, I've got all the paint still, it's not a problem. Arc light, nice. It's since I've moved, it's the main light above my head. It's behind me these days. It used to be almost directly over the top of me. Oh, that sparkle's looking gorgeous. I'm going to cut, I can't bear to cut that heart in half. Just a bit soft like that. Not that you're going to see it, but you know, I know it's there. There's one. I'm just shape them a little. You see that sparkle? They're beautiful, aren't they? Set number 2. Thank you, Tracy. When I'm in the mood to fussy cut, I quite like it. but you have to be in the mood to do it. And you, these scissors help. These are Tim Holtz ones, and they're slightly serrated, so they grip the paper, make it a little bit easier. Only very slightly, but it makes the cutting quite positive. Same again, can't cut that heart out. Plus it helps give me something to hold on to. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Look at him. Got another one of these to make. I think the knack, Christine, is finding the right scissors that suit you. And I tend to move the card and not the scissors too much. Strange, isn't it? Now I have to chop his antenna off, but I'm not chopping his head off. Yeah, that's I don't know. I quite like to see it left with the white border if you're good at that, but it's got to be really even. Yeah, I can imagine. It does leave your brain free to do other things, doesn't it? And then trim around these bits. I don't want to lose any of that lovely detail. I'm not going to rush. You might have a bit of detention tonight, but I'm not rushing. Oh, nice. It's a bit far for me, I'm afraid. And you, having said that, I've got a workshop down in Cornwall next week. So I go down on the Friday with Lisa, and we come home Sunday after we've had a paddle. I can't go to Cornwall and not go in the sea. I shan't swim, too blooming cold for that malarkey. Not without a wetsuit anyway. I think my wetsuit days are over. But I do like to have a paddle. If it's anything like the NEC was really busy this year. It was lovely to see, actually. The place was buzzing. Right, I've got one more to do. There's my butterfly gone. I've been missing a butterfly. I think if I'm in the mood to fussy cut, I like fussy cutting. I have all the patience in the world when it's something I want to do. There we go, we've got enough card just there. Beautiful. Blot him. And we've got our paint still. So we'll have a little bit of the brown. Beautiful bit of blue. Oh, yeah, I like those as well. If I'm doing anything really delicate, they've got a lovely point on them. And the shape actually helps, doesn't it? That curved shape. I used to like, is it picot cutting? With the edging. With parchment work. Love that too. There you go, I'll remember to paint this one. Let's deepen, richen off that blue just a tad more. Such a beautiful butterfly. I bet your garden's full of butterflies, Tracy, in the spring and summer. If I was a butterfly, that's where I'd want to live, in your garden. Be amazing. Just painted my finger. Didn't mean to do that. And the gold. And we're just going to spread that. Just don't want any harsh lines. Yeah. Let's dry that off before I try and cut it, otherwise I'm going to get plastered in paint. Beautiful. Right, last bit of fussy cutting. Yeah, it's hard to find them, Tracy, I tell you. It really is. I've got, strangely enough, one of my favourite brushes was from Clarity years ago. And that, you just wipe on a piece of kitchen paper and it gets its point back. Don't know if they still sell them. Very nice it was. I think that's in my watercolour set. Nearly there. I'm just thinking about, you know, fussy cutting with the audio book on. That sounds really nice. Yes, it does me as well. And it's like there's nothing you can do about it. And it's when they're square, when it's supposed to be a round brush and it's square ended. Don't like that either. Lisa and I both do the same thing. You just, before you start, you just suck the end of the bristles, or just wet it in your mouth. That seems to hold it together well. Can't help it. That's just a habit from school, I think. Even from being a kid. Nearly there. Oh, just to let you know, everybody, while you're all together, Tuesday, lunchtime, 12:30, over on Tracy's Facebook page, I should be doing a live again. Just a lunchtime live. Bit of entertainment. So if you want to join us, that'll be Tuesday at 12:30 lunchtime, UK time. So you guys down south, down under, you don't have to get up early for that. There's our card back. I'm just going to get my trimmer. Actually, you know, I don't think I'm going to trim an awful lot off. If anything, I'm going to leave it that size. I'm not putting it onto a card, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm going to leave it that size. So we can edge it with our gold. I think I need a new gold Posca pen. Yeah, drive carefully in this weather. Goodness. I had to go out earlier. It wasn't pleasant. There. That's him sorted. In fact, I'll use that piece of paper. I like to take any white edges off my card, and I'm just going to use a grey Pro marker. Hold it down nice and hard so you're just doing the edges, you're not colouring the other side. I could do with a new Pro marker. I think this one's about had it. Just takes the white edge off. One. I use grey because it's neutral. It's not going to clash with anything you put on the other side, just in case. Lisa's got some brushes, some travelling brushes that she really likes. I think they're Fumis. That one's not. Or is it? Might be actually, because Lisa gave me that one. So pop it over again. Same on the back. I wonder if the other side works any better. Bit of a big chisel, but oh, look at that. And as long as you hold it down flat, don't matter if it goes over the back. Last one, and we can build it. There. It's worth it, trust me. It just gives it that lovely finishing touch. So we can mat this first, and I think we'll use how about some, that's nice blue, isn't it? Let's use that, and then some white. Try not to lose my butterflies and my wings. Cutting mat. We're nearly there now. This one's refilling. Oh, come on, you can do it. That's it. Too big that way, so we're going this way. Look away, those of you that don't like sharp knives. Lovely. Shorten it first. Oh, excellent. Very nice. It's my other half's birthday today, and he's had to go work. In this weather, he's a lorry driver. Not nice. The great big lorries as well, the big double deckers. Says it's really windy. I was talking to him earlier. Save that bit. Recycle them. Says it was throwing them around a bit. Not surprised. I think it picks the wings out, doesn't it? Let's give it a bit more space. Well, that was a bit wibbly wobbly. Better. I think my blade's flexing. It is. It's done it that time as well. So. just going to need trimming. Perfect. Perhaps it's time for a new blade. Yeah. There we go. Use that bit again and recycle the smaller bits. Pop the knife away and then we can build our card. Yay! So there we have it so far. Squash that a bit, but it's not a problem. And we've got our wings and our butterfly. So we're just going to shape them slightly. Hi Sandra, welcome lovely. A little bit of glue. And this one is going over the original. And then we're going to shape our butterfly. And he's going to sit on top. Like I say, I know that heart's under there. I'm just going to use my pokey tool just to hold him down. Come on, that's it. Perfect. I love that double wing effect. So same again. I'm just going to shape those lovely sparkly wings. Check them out. A bit of glue. And we can get a bit arty with this one, I think. Again, hold the body, bend the wings. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming to watch. There. See, it's worth all that cutting out. There you go. So yeah, you could make several different cards, but actually I love the combination. I love it all together. I hope you do too. Tracy, I adore your stamps, my lovely. They are gorgeous. Fantastic to use. There's the first one, just a little bit smaller. I quite like the Take Flight this side. We had a bit more space on the card there, but it doesn't matter. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. It's been lovely. Oh, bless you, Aileen. Love you. It's my beautiful niece. I might be biased, but you know what? I don't care. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I've got a live online workshop tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. For those of you joining me, I look forward to seeing you there. Tracy Evans, Tuesday lunchtime. Come and join me. We'll have some fun. Might not be a long one, but it's going to be fun all the same. And hopefully we can make it a little more regular for you, so you get used to doing it. upcoming workshops or workshops that are involved at the moment that are online and available for you are the Christmas 3, which is the baubles, and the winter scene, sparkly. That's one. And then there's the winter walk. For those of you not too scared to have a play with the brayer, and it's not, you know, it's not a serious brayer in, that one's not. And then just a little bit of an easy watercolour. So they're available online still. Check out, oops, sorry, I'm knocking you about again. Check out Tracy's Facebook page. There are some special offers on. I'd hate for you to miss. And you've got Tracy's workshops too. So come and join us on Tuesday. Have a lovely weekend. Stay safe. Please stay safe in this weather. Stay dry and warm. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a great weekend. Take care now. Lots of love. Bye. Thank you.